welcome to a brand new YouTube video. Look at me doing my steps right now. Just getting some recovery in and all that kind of stuff. But we had a pretty good last 2 days of training. It's actually Saturday, so I'm gonna show Friday's work.
I'm winning in fantasy. We can move through parlays and also be fine.
Between like NFL, college football, I was gonna say that they updated the way that say your economy works. And on first college football week, I was gonna place like a 15-leg parlay for 10 bucks on it. I would win like $80. Then all those bets hit.
Another high bar PR. Isaac told me to pull back a little bit next week, but I think we're primed for Monday, man. I think we're primed for something big. And I'm not even playing no more. All right, it's about time we hit something. So we'll see. Obviously, you just gotta take what's there and do the best we can to kind of set up that week. But that is the case there. Temple bench feeling the best it is to help us for today, which was this. I really didn't know how heavy today was gonna be until I walked before my training session. So I didn't really know I had single at 8, a 4x6 with a top set of 8, and close grip sets of like 8 at like RP 9. So I didn't know how heavy today was gonna be. I just kind of came in and just did the work. So I'm happy with what we had. Regardless, 303 double for a solid 6. I felt great. Then I did 319, 331 singles after the Fatingler, as a lot of you are calling me now. Kind of interesting name, but we'll take it. And then also had a 4x6 at 7, 8, 6, and 6. And what we had is we did 265, undershot the fuck out of that. 282, low-key a little bit of an undershot. And then 259 for the last 2 sets. So feeling pretty good there. I'm feeling strong. Didn't really know how today was going. I kind of felt the area a little bit today, but I didn't think it was too bad as this past Monday. So recovering very well. But topic of this video, something I had to get off my chest, something I talked to Gavin about. I know you all gonna fucking say, oh, he's glazing Gavin again. Here we go. Listen. Leave me the fuck alone. Let me do my thing, okay? I don't care. Say what you want. I don't care. Anyway, we're gonna break down some things. So I'm gonna start here, kind of gather my thoughts after, and we'll go. So, big thing, genetics are bullshit. Genetics are straight bullshit. You know, I didn't think, I'm gonna run it back. I'm gonna do my backstory first, and then we'll go into kind of the details of why I think genetics are bullshit. For 2 things. When I started lifting in high school, I was always looked at as like kind of a scrawny kid. I was like kind of skinny fat in a way, if you guys know what that is. And I didn't really think I had the potential that I have now. And super self-conscious about my body. I was super skinny. And like what opened me up was like dating my high school ex-girlfriend and noticing that like I should be like bigger, a little bit more, just like all that kind of stuff. So I started taking it a little bit more serious in high school, and then I got to college and I got even more self-conscious. Like everyone told me I was big and stuff, but I really didn't think I was all that. So I just started pounding food because you got to utilize that when you're in college, and then obviously started getting bigger, started getting stronger, got into powerlifting in college. When I look at it in high school, I didn't ever think I was gonna be like what I am now. I'm still not satisfied like with my body and with my lifts and all that kind of stuff, but that's a discussion for another thing. But I just never saw that I could have the potential that I have back in those days when I was just like scrawny, weak, all that kind of stuff. Like all my friends were lifting more than me. They were the same age as me. And I was like, damn, I wish I could be that. And now I look at it, I have surpassed those friends in terms of strength by a lot, okay? And that comes from a lot of things. That comes from things I'll discuss when I get home and kind of break it down. But it's just, I just don't think genetics should be something you blame your stuff on. So just kind of growing into the sport and growing and eating and just training as hard as I can, I think got me to this position. And I'll break that down more, but that's a little taste of what we're gonna discuss in this video. So I'm gonna go watch the Demon Slayer movie now with Hector. Gonna bang that out. We're gonna go watch Canelo and Crawford after. Got Canelo by decision. Also got UFC Noche tonight. We got, as much as I love the fighting nerds, I do not think John Silva is gonna get it done. I have high hopes in Diego. So I got Diego by finish or decision. I think he's gonna get it done either way, but by finish or decision. So I will catch up with you guys when I get home. Back home, Demon Slayer movie, kind of mid, I'm not gonna lie. We'll discuss it right now, but let's finish up this YouTube video. So for me, I think genetics is bullshit because of one quote that really speaks, I think, the whole epitome of why. Hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard. I think that's all it is. I truly think that yes, there is genetic potential, but for me, I think that a lot of the people that have the good genetics, and you see all these younger athletes come out of the gate hot, I think they're gonna kind of hit their peak quicker than some people. I know people say that like strength is constantly built over time and all that kind of stuff, and you don't really hit your physical peak until like 35 or something like that. But I feel like they're gonna hit that ceiling pretty fast compared to all the other people that don't have like the genetic potential. But for me, I don't really believe any of that crap. Honestly, I truly think if you're dedicated, you're motivated, disciplined, you just want it, you grind for it, you can make anything that you want happen, and that's as simple as that. For me, I never thought like I'd get to this point. I know I've already brought it up, but it didn't come overnight. Like, it's taken years to perform and do all these things, but it's a matter of discipline. It's a matter of like staying consistent with diet, staying consistent with training as hard as I can, saying no to certain things, you know, making sacrifices and all that kind of stuff. But I just truly think that genetics is not what should define your progress and all that stuff. Progress is going to be different terms for everyone. Like, your progress might be faster than some people, might be slower for some other people. It's just a matter of what you got and what you kind of have to deal with. If you're making progress slower than other people, that just means you're gonna have to go harder and all that kind of stuff. Eventually you will get there, but it's just a matter of how bad you want it and your drive and all that kind of stuff. So that's really the case there. Like I said, haven't really saw it for myself, but if you just put in the work, I think that you can beat genetics and all this stupid genetic debate about this case every time. But like, I've talked with Gavin about it when he was here, and him and I are kind of on the same page that we don't believe that genetics can really define how you are as a lifter, or how you're gonna create goals and make motivation and get all these kind of results that you want to see for yourself. You could blame that you're getting way too fast because of genetics and all this kind of stuff. But really, you look at it, you kind of pull back. Oh, look at that! I'm actually eating more than I do. So genetics is not to blame, bro. Okay, it's a lot of other things to blame. So that's just something I have to get off my chest. So if you're willing to work hard, if you're willing to really go all in, if you're willing to find that little bit of greatness that everyone has, and I truly believe that everyone has a little bit of greatness in them, it's just a matter of how you want to bring it up, you can achieve anything you want. But that is the end of this YouTube video. I hope you guys enjoyed this little rant, little toast dump, if you want to say. But we got a big week 4 coming up, and we'll see what we got. But I'll see you guys in the next video. And until then, you guys know what to do. Get your pushing in, strive for excellence, and I'll see you in the next one.